Hello and welcome back to this YouTube channel, which The Economist has described as the drag queen story hour of critical exuberance in the children's library of discourse. And this is the special Christmas edition. This month I had what was for me the extraordinary experience of being invited to the legendary Hertfordshire home of the late Stanley Kubrick for the launch of the special Taschen limited edition coffee table book about his classic movie The Shining, a snip at 1,500 quid. I experienced that same minicab journey from St Albans Station to his remote house, which screenwriter Frederick Raphael said had inspired Tom Cruise's New York taxi ride to the orgy mansion in Eyes Wide Shut. And it was there that Richard Ayoade did an on-stage interview with Kubrick's son-in-law, that is the brother of his surviving widow Christiana, and executive producer Jan Harlan.
Well, this is a big book. It's not a straightforward question, but can you tell us when did the project start for you of this? I mean, the book's beautiful, let's say that straight away.
Thank you.
But will you tell us when it started and why you wanted to make this book?
Sure. I actually went back through my emails recently, and it was 10 years ago that I first wrote to you. And I asked Jan if he would be interested in having me do a book on the making of The Shining. My history with The Shining goes much further back than that, of course. I first saw The Shining when I was 12, in 1980, when it came out in theaters.
Okay, well done to that, I'll share.
And I still struggle to understand why I've been so obsessed with one movie out of all movies, but I have been. I've been obsessed with this film and learning as much about it and its creation as possible.
The speaker there is the book's editor, the director Lee Unkrich. This season's other Christmas treat is the re-release of Thorold Dickinson's classic noir drama from 1949 about the ambitious military captain in Tsarist Russia who plans to sell his soul to the devil for the secret of winning at cards. The Queen of Spades.
Don't cry out! Don't be alarmed, please, don't be alarmed. I want the secret of the cards. But I make a bargain with you. Tell me your secret and I take your sin upon my soul. Do you hear me? I mean it. A bargain. I'll take your sin upon my whole soul.
Ambition, sin and horror are the keynotes of Thorold Dickinson's brilliant melodrama based on the story by Pushkin. The density of visual detail and incident on screen is superb, and the swirling, delirious onrush of storytelling is addictive. This is surely one of the great gambling movies of all time, and the one that makes the theological connection explicit. Pascal recommended that you have nothing to lose by betting on God's existence, but the worldly sinner gambles that the Last Judgment does not exist, and that pleasure and gratification in this life are everything. Anton Walbrook gives a glorious, gamey performance as Suvorin, a Russian military officer in St. Petersburg, though a humble captain, intensely aware of his lack of money and obsessed, like much of fashionable Russia of the time, with France's low-born leader Napoleon Bonaparte, who had risen to the top with pure audacity and courage. Suvorin regularly attends a dissolute military club, and what fills him with greedy, envious fascination are the fortunes won and lost every night at cards, an addictively simple game called Faro, although everyone is superstitiously obsessed with the bad luck involved in playing the Queen of Spades. Suvorin becomes electrified at the rumour, though a flashback implies it is considerably more than a rumour, that ancient, haughty Countess Ranovskaya, thrillingly played by Edith Evans, once sold her soul to the devil to learn the secret of winning at Faro. Cunning Suvorin plans to gain access to her house by seducing the old lady's gentle, impressionable companion, Lizaveta Ivanova, a lovely performance from Yvonne Mitchell. When the crazed Suvorin comes face to face with the cantankerous old lady, it is a scene of pure fear. As Nietzsche might have said, Suvorin is staring into the abyss, and the abyss is staring back. That's it for this week and for this year. Thanks so much to all my subscribers for your support and your lovely comments. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to this channel and leave a comment to say that you've subscribed, and give this vlog a like and a share on social media. And if you haven't got all your Christmas presents yet, why not pick up a couple of copies of my book, The Films That Made Me, an edited selection of my essays and reviews for The Guardian. Thanks again, and see you in 2023.